Square root transformation and inverse square root in R statistics. Square root transformation is one of the method that can be used, or it is among one of the method that can be used to attempt to try to convert or transform data that are not normally distributed to become normally distributed, as this is a prerequisite or one of the assumption to use parametric statistical test is the data to be normally distributed, and square root transformation is one of the available options that will attempt to convert the data to become normally distributed. Here in this RStudio, first of all, I will generate a data in a variable and give that variable a name, which is called here data1, and in that variable, which is labeled as data1, I will insert several values or scores in it. The way to do that is to type data1 in the cursor here, data1, and then use the assignment operator to assign and generate a vector by inserting the cipher for combine, and then insert a bracket, and inside the bracket insert the following number. And I'm going to insert these numbers. Each number is followed by a comma. Number 1, and then 2, then 4, then 16, then 32, 64. Each number is inserted has to be followed by comma, and then 2, 5, 6, and finally 6, 5, 5, 3, 6. Hit enter. To view the data within this vector or variable, just type data1 and hit enter. The data is viewed from 1 to 65,536. To do square root transformation in RStudio for this data1, type square root, open a bracket, and inside that bracket insert the variable or the data by typing data1. Hit enter. A square root for each value within that variable is generated, so the data is transformed as shown here, that the square root for 4 is 2, and for 16 is 4, and for 64 is 8, and for 256 it is 16, and so on. So this is the way to transform the data using square root transformation. And to do the inverse square root transformation, first of all we'll generate a variable, and we will call it y, and that variable will contain the outcome of the square root for data1. So type here y, then use the assignment operator, and to the right of the assignment operator type square root, open a bracket, and then insert the data1. So this command here is telling the software that the outcome of the square root of the data1 will be assigned to a variable labeled as y. If I hit enter and then type y to view it, we can see now y contains the outcome of the square root for data1. To do the inverse square root, insert type here and then to the power and then 2. So the data is reverted back to the original. So this is the way to do square root and anti-square root in RStudio.